Donna's World. Hello everyone, welcome to Donna's World. Thank God it's Friday. Hope you all had fabulous Christmases. I hope you didn't drink too much or eat too much. I hope you were nice to all your relatives and the people you spent Christmas with, and I hope they were all very nice to you. Even if you spent Christmas alone, I hope it was a day of quiet, positive reflection. I actually spent Christmas alone because I wasn't able to get to London or Los Angeles to spend time with my favorite relatives, my lovely sister Layla and my adored son Oliver. But they sent me, we spoke and we laughed, and it was nice to hear their voices. And they also sent Christmas greetings to Donna's World viewers. If you didn't catch their Christmas greetings, please go back and listen to Wednesday's video, which actually went out on Christmas Day. So every year is pretty much the same for most of us. There are highs and there are lows. And 2024 was no exception. Quite a few horrible things happened to me and the people around me, and I lost friends. But we're not going to go into all those sad things because we're still in festive, holiday, happy mode. So I'd rather concentrate on the nice things that happened to me and the people around me. And I want to specifically concentrate on a particularly joyful event that happened when my goddaughter, Gabriela Cabrera, married Thomas Montul. Just a lovely young man, okay? Now, I'll just rewind a little bit and tell you how I know Gabriela. Gabriela's parents, Carol and Miguel, are English and Spanish, and fabulous, fabulous friends. We became friends very quickly when we wound up with children in the same, I think it was kindergarten class at the American International School in Abuja. They were about 4 years old at that time, and Gabriela and Oliver became fast friends and also became close to Carlotta, who is Gabriela's slightly older sister. And so, the families meshed and bonded. They know my ex-husband, they met my sister and my mother, and I've met their parents before they passed on. So, it's a pretty deep, long-standing relationship. Even at times when I've moved back to the UK and not been around much, I've been in touch with them. And so, when Gabriela met Thomas, because his family is very Catholic, she decided to get baptized. Because though Carol and Miguel are Catholics, or were born Catholic, they're not into religion in a big way. And, I'm somewhere in between Thomas's family and Carol and Miguel, as in, fairly religious enough to be invited to be the godmother. A role I accepted with pride and regarded as a privilege, and it's done and dusted now. So I'm now a proud godmother, and it means a lot to me, particularly since I have no daughter. So it's really nice. So anyway, Gabriela and Thomas recently got married this month, earlier on this month, and I'm going to show you now a video that was made by a very talented videographer, which shows the highlights of this wedding in Abuja. It was fabulous.
Y avait pas d'image, y avait pas de couleur, y avait pas d'histoire, mon âme sœur. Y avait pas les fêtes.
Followed by a traditional Nigerian wedding, which was, in my view, an amazing tribute to the local customs and culture. It wasn't 100% traditional, but it got pretty close, and people flew in from all over the world, including Thomas's delightful parents. And I honestly, I was so touched by how beautifully the whole thing was put together. A lot of European guests, white guests, were dressed like Nigerians. Um, and it was quite multicultural because some of the Nigerians were dressed like Europeans. And I really like all these cross-cultural opportunities where we all get a chance to show that we're members of the same brotherhood of man, and kind of, even though there are differences, there are similarities, and we respect each other's cultures. So there's going to be a white wedding in Spain next summer in Bilbao, where Gabriela's family comes from. That'll be a church wedding, and I'll tell you all about that when the time comes. I think it's next August. But for now, let me just briefly say that the Nigerian wedding was a triumph. Um, I really, really want to pay a tribute to Gabriela's parents for supporting the whole thing, to Carlotta as well, her big sister. Everybody worked so hard to make this thing go smoothly. And it was, I think, really the best wedding I've ever been to, apart from my own. And okay, I have a friend called Frenette. She had a fabulous wedding too. My wedding was in Rome, and Frenette's wedding was in Epernay, in the Champagne region in France. But honestly, if I was to pick top 5 weddings, my top 5 weddings, Gabriela's would definitely be there. Okay, and special thanks to Kelly, Dream Creator, who was the event planner, a Nigerian girl. Fantastic talent for organizing things. Such grace, such style. She coordinated everything, the decor, the food, which was amazing. And, it's so nice to know that there are people in countries like Nigeria and across the whole world, in every country, who have special talents, even for sort of like soft, simple things like organizing a wedding that was it was a dream for everybody. And I know the bride and groom were very grateful and very, very happy. Just one slightly sour note, which I don't want to dwell on too much because it is Christmas and we're supposed to be cheerful at this time of the year. We still haven't quite finished with Yuletide, you know, vibrations. When the wedding video that you're about to see was posted on Instagram and, on various other social media platforms, some people, mostly black people, but, a couple of non-black people as well, said, but, isn't it cultural appropriation for these people, that's Gabriela and her family and Thomas and family, to sort of like prance around in African fabrics, behaving like Africans and having a traditional Nigerian wedding? I was amazed that anyone could be so mean spirited. First of all, it is actually a compliment. If someone has grown up in your country and has, or just simply works here or has come here and visited here and likes it so much that they want to copy some of the things that the natives do, it's a compliment. Secondly, some of the black people who are whinging about Thomas and Gabriela, um, having a traditional Nigerian wedding, are only too happy to copy European customs when it suits them. Some of them have white weddings themselves, and white weddings are very European. They're part of Western culture, not African culture. And they embrace lots of things about the Western world when it suits them, but they don't want anybody embracing anything about African culture or Nigerian culture. That is so curmudgeonly, right? So mean. And anyway, as I said, I don't want to sort of talk too much about people who don't have anything positive to tell us at this point in our lives. I just want to thank everybody who made Gabriela and Thomas's wedding special. I wrote a special prayer for them, which I gave them as a framed little gift to hang in their home. Of course, wishing them a lifetime of happiness. And I forgot to get myself a bottle of champagne and a glass so that I could publicly toast them and say, kind of just live your lives and please make it work. Don't fail with your marriage like some of us did. Marriage is a very, very good institution when it works. Anyway, you'll see me reading my prayer in the video, and then, as I said, just imagine that I'm raising a glass of champagne to the happy couple because I don't have any in the house, so I can't do anything of that sort. But just imagine me holding a glass of champagne saying, Thomas, Gabriela, Thomas, here's to an amazing life. May all your dreams come true. And we love you so much. Thank you for making your wedding day such a special day for so many of us. Bye.
Birds of a feather, we should stick together. Birds of a feather, I'll love you till the day that I die.
tójú tí a lọ irọ́ àti bùbá yẹn pẹ̀lú gèlè skóńtó lò gèlè odò.